AgWeek weather is sponsored by Bremer Bank. Connect with a banker today at bremer.com.
How will Easter weekend's weather fare? Here's John with our Agri-weather outlook.
Good news for spring lovers in the northern plains where the weather has been so consistently cold. We're finally going to start warming things up. The weather pattern that has brought temperatures into the 70s and outbreaks of severe storms and tornadoes is finally going to move northward. It's going to bring spring temperatures. It's going to leave the tornadoes further south, but it's going to move up over the areas that still have snow on the ground and have had nothing but winter so far during the spring months. It's also going to bring with it a chance for some rain, and the areas that are melting snow don't want to see a lot of rain. A few rain showers won't make a difference in the spring flooding in the far north, but that'll be a concern. Also, will the weather pattern dry out? Places like North Dakota and many areas of northern South Dakota have had so much snow recently, and other parts of the Midwest so much rain, that there are some concerns in some of the far northern areas about spring planting, but we'll get to that later. Temperatures warming up. The jet stream has gone northward over the snowpack. It's still very cool. Temperatures early this week, though, likely to warm into the 40s over the heavier snow, and you'll get some pretty warm weather. Western North Dakota may well get temperatures into the 60s to around 70 during the course of the week. And a lot of this weather in orange is going to be weather in the 70s with even some 80s and a few hot temperatures down south. Still some cold weather in southern Canada, but this is below freezing stuff. That is in retreat right now as we keep the weather fairly dry. Later in the week, though, notice this shape, southwest to northeast jet stream. That brings potential weather. There could be a weather system we'll have to keep an eye on that could bring some rain and maybe a little bit of wet snow into some areas of the northern plains. The south will continue to be warm, and rain will come in the form of thunder showers. And here we are with another potential system developing into the northern plains area over the weekend. The second week, I'm anticipating a little bit of a trend toward a split flow at the jet stream. We're still going to have chances for weather systems, though, into the northern plains region. So I'm not saying it's going to be a grossly wet pattern over the snow cover, which is melting, but it does look like there will be chances for that. Meanwhile, the areas that have warmed up are going to stay pretty warm here this April. Precipitation this coming week, there will be some thunderstorms pretty far south. This area of the northern plains looks rather wet, mostly late in the week with a chance of showers, and rain may mix with or turn to snow. Pacific Northwest will get a round or two of precipitation. Now the second week, now we're pushing this on into after tax time, basically. Still looking like the thunderstorms are going to be confined to the south and some areas of the lower and eastern Midwest. I still see here around mid-April a chance for some additional rain showers over the snowpack in the northern plains, and the Pacific Northwest, including California, will continue to be wetter than average.